落ちた競合飛べないカラス
What's up YouTube, it's Blackwing here, and today we're gonna have a look at my YCS Dortmund matches. So the decks that I anticipated to play against were Pearly, Unchained, Tearlaments, Flu Wanderers, Rescue Ace, and Rika. And yeah, game 1 or match 1 I played against a really well-known player from America that played Labyrinth, and I actually lost die roll, and we have had a back and forth game, but essentially where game 1 went wrong for me, or for the actually whole game, was that I activated Simoon's effect, and before that I have used Radiant on him and summoned Simoon, and he bounced it back with Big Welcome without having a level 8 Fiend monster. And I just noticed that in game 2, and I was like, wait a second, you wouldn't have done that in, or couldn't have done that in game 1, and he was like, oh, I thought Radiant was level 8, and so on. So I lost game 1, and then I lost game 2 also because I was so tilted, because I felt a little bit cheated on as well, but it is what it is. Sometimes you just have to read your opponent's cards a bit better. So yeah, I lost game 1, so we're off to a rough start. Round 2 I played against Dragon Link, and I won the die roll, and I won the game 1. I lost game 2 because of a terrible hand. I had no hand traps, no board breakers, nothing that I sided in, or even starters. So yeah, and game 3 I won because of nothing burn in time, because game 1 took like 25 minutes because he just wanted to read all my cards. Round 3 I played against Sprite, and I lost the die roll and bricked pretty bad, even though I was going second, so I just set 2 Book of Eclipses and a Raiders wing. And my opponent played well, but I didn't want to show any of my engine cards, so I scooped before I showed him anything. Game 2 my opponent had Ash and Impermanence, and I couldn't go for Kaliuga because I had also a little bit of a poor hand, so I ended up on Draco Berserker, Full Armor Master, and Black with Just Dragon, Shagna in my graveyard, and Chinook in my hand. And luckily my opponent kind of misplayed a little bit and played right into Shagna and lost because of that. But if he would have had evenly, I think he would have won, so I was kind of lucky he didn't get into it. Game 3 there was 7 minutes left on the clock, and he just made a crazy board and summoned Red Resonator and gains life. So I was like, okay, now I have to do some damage. My turn I had to evenly him, so meaning that I skipped my own battle phase, so that was really bad for me. On his turn he tries to go for place, but I play Impermanence. And on my turn, I went to battle just with enough monsters. I had Draco Berserker and Full Armor Master, and when I said that, okay, I'll go to battle phase, time was called immediately after that. So if I would have said that 1 or 2 seconds later, I would have lost the game because he would have had more life than me. But I inflicted more damage to him, or the difference, so I won round 3. Round 4 we were playing against us going second Sprite. And we actually won the die roll, which didn't make any kind of sense, or now looking backwards, because he would have let me go first anyway. Yeah, so game 1 I got hit with 2 super polymerizations, but Full Armor Master and Shagna was enough to win. And game 2 he let me go first again, which was strange, because he kind of, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, he didn't draw into super polymerization, and I didn't draw into any cards that I sided in, because I thought that he was gonna let me go second. But yeah, so we won that, so now we're 3-1. Round 5 I played against Pearly, and I lost the die roll, but I small world into Radiant, which saved me from game 1. Dropping that Radiant on the Nor was MVP, and then game 2 my opponent came in clutch because he activated the rank up trap, and I activated Book of Eclipse, and he had the last card in his hand was Ash, so that was where that game went. And game 3, full Kaliuga combo on the Drawn Owl blockboard, so easy win. Round 7 I played against Manadium, and I lost the die roll, and not much I could do. Game 2 I went full Kaliuga, and not much he could do. And game 3 I can't remember too much about this, but I trolled him and it stopped him from playing. Then it was my turn, and I just knew that if I hit with Prosperity Vada I win, but I could not get it, and he trolled me, and I was like, okay, well, I don't have enough protection to to survive if he just has everything, and that's what happened. Yeah, then round 7 I played against Exo Sisters, and again losing the die roll, and I started with a really bad hand also, and yeah, it was just not much I could do. Game 2 I went to full Kaliuga and won, and game 3 It was a really back and forth game, but the last interruption and the last card in his hand was an Ash that he played on Vada that I've been just like stalling because I wanted it to go through, and just like I played through every other interruption. And yeah, after that I just couldn't do much, so I went 4 and 3, and after that I dropped because I noticed I just didn't, or I couldn't top anymore. So yeah, after that I went to play a 3v3 tournament where I played against Unchained, Heroes and 2 Fluvanderies, and I won all of them. So yeah, that was kind of nice, and as you saw in the video, I got a Fenrir for my first pack, so that was nice, and I got some other stuff, good stuff as well. But yeah, not the record that I would have definitely wanted. This was kind of like a not so good performance in my books for the Black Wings, but sometimes you just have these like underperforming trips and you cannot do much for it or to it. But yeah, thank you still for watching, and thank you for all of my supporters who are supporting me. This trip would not have been possible without you, and if you want to see what I would have changed in the deck, you can become a member and see my deck list and so on, also know more about the trip and exactly what I played against and my matches in more depth. Thank you for watching, and I'm out.
それでも一人じゃなくなったあいつは強いよ。